nehābhikramanāśoSsti pratyavāyo na vidyate svalpamapyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Hari Om, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 2, Sloka 40, based on Pujya Sri Bananjay Govindacharya's discourse. Gist of the Sloka: even hesitant steps in this direction is not wasted. A small action of following the Dharma could prevent a dangerous fear to us. Explanation: Lord Krishna is instructing that while the soul is immortal, so is the real knowledge. One who is on the path of seeing the signs of self-realization, he need not worry that the knowledge dies within his body. The soul continues on the path in its new birth and nothing ever is wasted. Any action in following the Dharma does not go unrewarded. Lord remembers our efforts and duty safeguards us from dangerous fears. One who protects Dharma is protected by it. There is a common question which occurs to all of us. We are born, we study, acquire knowledge. All references are to knowledge of self-realization and finally die. We are born again. Do we have to redo all the exercises? Unlike the worldly education system, wherein we start off from the kindergarten every time we have new birth, Lord Krishna clearly indicates that when it comes to knowledge of self, each of the signs cannot be understood in one lifetime. Secondly, this knowledge is attached to the self, soul, which itself is made of light of knowledge, which means the knowledge is not lost with the loss of gross body, but attached permanently to the soul. When the next birth happens, the Lord ensures that the study continues from where it was left out last time. It is through the cycle of accumulation of the right knowledge over multiple births that the soul reaches the state of elevation leading to mukti. We have seen and continue to see child prodigies who, after a short time, exhibit extraordinary depth of knowledge in their chosen field, be it art, music, science, knowledgeable, etc. This is due to the fact they have in their previous birth achieved extraordinary heights in their chosen field and are continuing the process in their next. Knowledge about self is not a thing to be demonstrated or exhibited, for it is sacred and needs to be treated with great respect at all times. This is the science of inner world. There is no better time to start on the path than at this instant. Even if you have just started on this sacred journey, it would at the appropriate time would lead you to mukti without fail. The initial action itself is enough to prevent great fears coming your way. These are the promise of the universal Lord. There is no one else superior or equal to him to prevent him from carrying out his promise. If not him, who else can protect us or lead us? There are three types of students of the science of Atma: Uttama, superior; Madhyama, middle category; and finally Adama, lower category. Uttama, also known as Bhagavataru, believe in the superiority of the universal Lord Krishna. They believe he is supreme and there is no one equal or superior to him. They believe all other demigods belong to his retinue and dedicate all their action, prayers, ceremonies in the beginning, middle, and at the end to him alone. The Uttama devotee also believes that the entire world of sounds, words, names belong to him alone and they represent different qualities in him. Irrespective whom they show respect to, demigods, elders in the family, etc., they believe he is within them and receive their worship. Such a devotee is true believer and sincere student. They would finally reach the state of mukti, for they have understood the real knowledge of omnipresence, omnipotent, and omniscience of the Lord in the universe. Coming to Madhyama category, they worship individual demigods as independent and at the end of the worship ceremony dedicate the action to Lord Krishna. These people are called Trividyaru. They do get some benefit as the Lord is in everything and receives the offering. but it might result in minor benefit as they would reach heaven for good actions done, but would come back for rebirth and death, as they do not have real Vedic knowledge of the Lord indwelling in everything. They go through the cycles of birth and death repeatedly. Lastly, the Adhama category of devotees do not believe in the soul sovereignty of the Lord over the universe. They worship each demigod separately and believe that all of demigods' favor are required to survive and cannot be ignored. They do not believe that the Lord Krishna occupies everything and is present everywhere. They have no clue as to the real Vedic purport. They will never progress in their path of self-realization. When one performs his actions with single-minded devotion and concentration after knowing the truth of self-realization and God realization, his actions are never wasted. It does not matter in what form or name the Lord is being worshipped as long as we have the knowledge that it's a universal Lord Krishna who is sought by us. Such practices would be far away from influence of fear, hatred, selfishness, ego, grief, etc. That practice would certainly elevate oneself, for such action should be understood to be blessings from the Lord. Hari Om.